Good morning, afternoon, evening, day. Gord, you're hurting hippie. I'm interrupting the beginning of this video because I planned it out not as well as I had hoped. Today's video, are we there yet? A return to normal? We might be. We might be. Follow me as I start this video after dropping my son off at school for the first time in a year and a half. And let's see how the day goes. And let's see. Are we there yet? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Gord, you're hurting hippie. Yeah, friends, just a vlog, a follow me around day, because today's a day of, today is a day of a different color. Today is a day of the first day of school for my young man. And really his first day of junior high school. He's in grade 8, which is second year of junior high. But grade 7 was spent at home. There was no first day of school. There was no excitement. In fact, it was the opposite of. So today, of course, I had to be there, even though my boy at almost 13 years old, grade 8, did not, he's taller than me now, did not, here's a picture. He did not need me walking him to school, but it was a gesture of support, a gesture of what this day means to all of us. So it's a little melancholy. Your hippie has a tear in the edge of the eye, because not only did I notice his voice is changing, he's taller than me, but it was like I was walking with him to work, not like I was walking with him to school. The last time I walked him to school was April, beginning of April 2020. So a year and a half ago, and he has easily grown 7 or 8 inches in that time. So just the juxtaposition of my memory and today's reality just kind of hitting me, and I thought, why not record it while I've got it? And what's this mean for an old hippie? Why am I bringing it up on a channel where I talk to a lot of people my age and younger people who have anxiety and or chronic pain? Well, I bring it up because I've said it many times. Your hippie is routinated. I am stuck in routine. I asked my doctor if she thinks I'm OCD. She says it's only OC unless it's actually causing trouble in your life. Then it's a disability. Many people are obsessive and compulsive, and my God, that is beautiful. I had to do that. That's going to be the thumbnail for this. But my days are going to change. They're going to change back to what they were like pre-COVID, with Pasha going to school every day, with except it's not even going to be, I can't just go in my memory and say, okay, year and a half back, 2 years back, boom, there we are. No, because now he's in junior high. When I was walking him last time, he was in grade 6. He was graduating elementary. Whole bunch different in attitude, in size, in demeanor, in voice. In I said size. Size bugs me. I'm short. But so follow me as I try to figure out, do I nap at a different time? Do I go on my walk a little earlier than usual or later than usual and stretch the day out? This may be a couple of weeks.
Haunted house on the hill.
Maybe a couple of weeks of learning a new footing and accepting that I'm not going to feel exactly right for a while. I'll be back. I'm not sure when. Peace. this video seems to be morphing and growing into its own little design. You know, after my first, which was the second thing you watch, I realized, oh, okay, there's what the title is, there's what the theme is. But now, as I walk down to the river at a different time than usual, I gotta say, the answer is in the asking. The answer, are we there yet, is in the asking. If we have to ask, we aren't there. Because if we were there, we'd say we're there. Very definitely, this is a return to a return to a new normal. There are things that have been normal through this morning. Waking up a little earlier than usual, making sure Pasha's awake, walking with Pasha to school. All that felt like 2 years ago. But in that is the rub. It felt like 2 years ago. Then I look over at Pasha, I actually have to look up into his eyes now. And that wasn't 2 years ago. And normally when he was going to school full time, yes, he was 2 years younger. He'd see me almost every lunch. So that's what I mean. If this were the new normal, I wouldn't be going out for my walk yet, because I would arrange my walk around his lunch. But he's much more grown. And oh my God, this is just so beautiful, friends. There are hundreds of bees. They're moving very slow right now, but it's absolutely beautiful. So, like I was saying, if it were normal, I'd wait a little longer. I'd walk down by his school and see him, make sure he's okay for the rest of the day. Because he had some troubles during those times. But he's so much more mature, and he told me he'll text me when school's over. And he says, and maybe, he says, as long as I don't have anything to do, I'd like to spend every day after school at your house, Dad, and I'll go home to Mom at 5. And I said, cool. I said, so I'll see you right after school? Probably not. And I'm not putting any rules on them. I'm not going to. He's 13 going on 30. And this is a very enclosed neighborhood. And he knows I trust him. He knows his way around this neighborhood. So he and his friends can do whatever they want. And his mom just said, be home for supper. So if he doesn't come over to my place during the day, that's fine. And he agreed this morning. He doesn't need a walk every day. It was nice on day one. But he'd like that time for himself, which is cool. That's what I used to love about going to school. We had long ways to walk, uphill both ways. And I loved the walks. I loved the walks by myself in the mornings. After school, you always walked with friends. But in the morning, you had time to clear the mind. I've always been that way. So later today, I may talk to you at the river, but probably not, because I'm not doing much. I'm just walking off my nervous energy. And I want to keep in keeping with the theme of this. Are we there yet? A return to normal? Well, I want to wait for more to say on that subject, not just show you the river. So, may show just a few pictures of what's going on till the next time I'm back. As I said, these kind of videos just grow on their own. Peace and cheers. Now, the night wind blows, a little bit of a storm on the horizon. and we wind down. Are we there yet? And I want to say, kind of yes. Kind of yes. I hate to say it's a new normal, but when you look at your day-to-day activities and it's 95% the old normal, you gotta kind of call it normal. The rest, yes, I don't like the rest. The rest is politicians, and especially locals, unable to give up that power that they were able to grab because of pandemic situations. I think it's time to start letting them know that unless they let go, that we will vote different people in, that will. Because we got to get back to a nation of laws that are made through legislation, through the power of the people, the power of the vote. I never thought I'd be standing up for votes, but it's time to make your voice heard. If ever there's one thing very defining in anyone who leans right, who leans conservative, is the word conservative stands for something. Very, very personal, very, very private, very, very you do you, I do me, kind of very libertarian, you know? So, are we there yet? We're at something that I can peacefully call acceptable as long as we work towards making it more free. My son had a beautiful, absolutely, in fact, I said probably one of your best first days, if I'm paraphrasing you correctly. He said, no, Dad, it was the best day. The best first day of school ever, he says. So, and he had to wear a mask during class, but he said, you know what, I'm okay. And the teachers even said, by the end of September, the masks might finally go away. And we just have to comply while we wind down from what was a tough time. Oh, the wind. And we have to accept that there are people out there that are afraid. Whether that fear seems justified to you or me, if they feel it, it's justified to them. And we have to accept that and work slowly on bringing that normal meter closer to old normal. Thanks for being a part of my day, the hippie way. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony. Got it.